And we are, yes, we are officially live for all of you watching around the world. Let's get this going for all of you watching. Yes. It is official. We are officially live for all of you. And we're going to make sure that you have a great stream. For all of you watching, there's going to be a lot of things we're going to do on the stream. I believe there's something that's in the works, which I will probably do in this stream. For all of you here, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing some food cooking, food tasting, some beautiful steaks, as you see here, and 10 out of 10 steak recipe, 10 out of 10 whiskey and beer. And for all of you watching, thank you so much for being here. You guys are amazing. I see you. You know what time it is. If you don't know what time it is, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number one trending channel when it comes to food. And look at here. Yes. Today I will be making this beautiful piece of steak. I'm also going to be making another one that I like, which is called chuck eye. So for all of you, that one fell. For all of you, beautiful. Every stream I tend to do a little bit of a different thing, but I haven't had this meat in I think a whole month. So for all of you, you're going to see what I'm going to do. And I am missing something, olive oil. We're going to get the olive oil going. We're going to cook this up. And for a lot of you, I think you guys know what we're going to do, right? Ooh. How many of you know what we're going to do? Today, there's going to be a couple beautiful whiskeys that I would be putting on here. Let's start stacking this one time. On this stream, we will be putting, here is the total amount of whiskeys that we're going to put. Let's start off with, yes, easy going, whiskey. Yes, it's going to be the first one. Shout out to all of you. Be part of the chat room. You guys are amazing. Yes, you are first in the chat room. Also, Johnny Drum, one of my favorites. I will tell you, this is probably one of my all-time favorites when it comes to under $50. Yes, we do have Wild Turkey, Kentucky Spirit. What do I say about this small little thing? It's beautiful. And there's a lot of single barrels, and what does that mean? That means officially every single one of your bottles might taste a slight bit different. Anyways, we will be drinking everything in these beautiful glasses. Yes, you're going to see me drink it in these beautiful glasses. Also, I plan on also putting Redwood Empire, yes. And I have to rant something on the stream, which we will rant. We will rant it out. I'm going to put this here on the side. We're going to rant it out. We're going to rant it out very soon. Here's the other whiskey I will be putting on the stream. I'm looking forward to having this one. I don't tend to have this often, but every day is a different day. And I do recommend all of you, if you haven't already, hit that like button. Do me a favor. Let's get those likes up. You see what we're doing? Beautiful things out here, what we're doing. Yes, we're doing beautiful things. I'm going to show you close up. Oof. Anyways, we're going to put this over here. One of the main things on this stream is going to be the chuck eye. I'm going to show you the chuck eye soon. Also, I'm going to say it's very cold out here. I don't know where you're from. Let me know in the chat room. Where you are from. Where are you from? Also, I got some bookers. For all of you, and if you don't know about bookers, I'll tell you about it. Every whiskey on the stream, I plan on telling you a little bit about it, a little bit of price. And for all of you watching, we don't show just any whiskeys on these streams. Unlike the cigar community that tends to show, yes, Frank Austin and a couple bullets, we don't show bad whiskeys. Only the best. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? We're number one. Only the best. And this is for all of you. If all of you are members, you have to thank all my members. You members are the reason why that I only put the best. If we had no members and no subscribers, maybe I might not even just put the best, but we put the best always here. Our first wrench in the chat room, you can see her in the chat room. Her name is, yes, Who Dat? I see you, Who Dat? Wrench. And for all of you, fine piece of meat, Reaper, she says. It is a fine piece of meat. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make it known that for all of you, this is going to be my first ribeye that I've eaten in I think close to 2 months. Close to 2 months, I think, right? First ribeye. First ribeye. First ribeye I have really done in 2 months. On these streams, I have officially had seafood, cow tongue, what else? Ribs, wings. We also had a array of raw meats, exotic meats. You have to see me cooking all these raw meats, exotic meats. Also chicken, pork chops, pork steaks, everything. You name it, fish, salmon. Yes, salmon. Yes, yes. And for all of you, yesterday was a beautiful stream. You can see me cutting the exotic meat. Go check out yesterday's stream if you haven't. I cut up my cow tongue and the beautiful meat just how it is. If you could do me a favor for all of you, hit the like button. Let's get those likes up, baby. Let's get those likes, baby. And somebody says, is the fire okay or just okay? The fire straight dookie, man. Straight dookie the air fryer is. All right, for all of you, we're going to do this. Now, there's one whiskey that I want to pop open. And I have to kind of put a goal on it, which is $50. We might do that one. Old Fitzgerald, we might do that one. I have it brand new. If we get a $50 super chat, I'll pop it open and you're going to see a hell of a stream. But I have to say this. I know many of you see my morning streams, and I love stogies. Yesterday, I did a stogie, beautiful stogie. Yes, yes, did a beautiful stogie. Get yourself the possibility to get yourself some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful hobby called, well, I don't want to talk about it, but you can go check out the morning streams. Be sure to become a member. And also, don't forget, we are officially live every single day. Anyways, on the stream, Kinders. Yes, this is the one I will be using. So who that? If she's here, who that? There you go, the blend. And my other ranches, I'm going to say my other ranches. You know what whiskey's, whiskey's dookie? Bullet. Bullet is straight dookie. Frank Austin. How dare the cigar community talk about that? Anyways, here we go. Me, Mitch, is going to be my two. Now, I have the opportunity, okay? I have the opportunity to do, somebody says Monte Cristo, I see you in the chat room. I have the opportunity to officially do a lot of different whiskeys. Why do I choose these whiskeys today? Well, I choose these whiskeys today because I've been showing you rare whiskeys. Most of you don't want to spend $300 for a whiskey, and most of you don't even spend more than $100 on a whiskey. So me showing rare whiskey sometimes, it kind of throws me down a little bit. It makes me feel a little bit weird inside that when I go to sleep at night, some of you can't afford it. And so I like to show whiskeys that you can get. And one of the best ones on the stream that we will be drinking will literally be a $30 bottle. This is fantastic. You can have it with your meat and your steak. And I do recommend all of you, if you do ever find this one, buy a couple of them. They're very hard to currently find right now because I have a feeling there's a shortage of production or they're discontinued. So I do recommend some of you, definitely, if you haven't, get yourself some of these. Would recommend it. I think we have some kids over there. Yeah, I'm about to scare some kids while they're fishing for some snapper. Anyways, for all of you, shout outs to the Miami Hurricanes yesterday. Officially, they lost. Shout outs to Indiana for any of you. And talking about Indiana, maybe that's why I maybe put this one on stream. This is a blend of Kentucky straight bourbon and Indiana. I believe there's another place that they put a blend on this one too. This is Indiana and Kentucky. I'm gonna say it's a fantastic bottle, really good. We gotta take our meat out, man. I can't be here all day. Let's take the meat out. Before we take the meat out, you know what we're gonna do? We're going to pop open something that we always do. And for all of you, we're 9 minutes in. Ladies and gentlemen, 9 minutes in. Hit the like button for the stream. 9 minutes in. 9 minutes in. All right, to start off, we're going to put this aside, and we are officially going to be popping this open. Shout out to all of you. Hit that like button if you haven't. Here we go. Let's take some of this meat out here, and let's place it on here. Before we do that, it's freezing out here. Holy Lord. Here we go. Shout out to all of you. Let's pop this open. And here we go. The first drink of the day. It's Estrella Jalisco. Estrella Jalisco. Shout out to all of you that start drinking this up. Let's pop this open. First one on here is going to be the ribeye. Let's pop it open. Let's put it over here. And now we're going to put my favorite. Yes, one of my favorite. This is chuck eye. Let's put it in the back. Yesterday, I officially told some of you that I was going to be doing something different today. And for all of you, it's official. Yes, it's official. Ribeye, and chuck eye. Ribeye and chuck eye. Hope you guys can see it. Ribeye, chuck eye. You guys can see it perfectly. I hope you guys can. Yes, ribeye, chuck eye. And let me make sure to officially check something else. I think we have everything good. We're gonna put this over here. Boom! Have another beer in the freezer. All right, here we go. All right, have everything. Have your attention now. Good. Full attention, full attention. Let's start putting a little bit of a koozie out here on this one. Shout out to all of you. Yes. Somebody says, take out that beer from the freezer. You know what time it is, man. Sometimes you leave it there, and guess what, man? It's just, you completely lose the beer completely. I took out the beer, so for all of you, let's start off with this. This is so good. You guys can see it. Good. Hopefully you guys can see it. Let me know. All right, so here's the deal. When it comes to ribeye and you're cooking on the barbecue, the one thing you have to focus on is your room temp. Do not cook this when it's very, very cold. This goes for all of you. I know I'm trying to teach a lot of you. There you go, Bobby in the chat room. Okay, so if you're cooking any of these pieces of meats, please take them out. Make sure that they're room temp before you put them on the barbecue. If you don't put them in the barbecue, At room temperature, they will cook a little bit uneven, and it can mess up your whole. It just completely mess up your whole cookout. So if you're normally cooking something at a certain point, it will officially cook uneven. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that this is bone-in ribeye, and in my bone-in ribeye, let me just show you. In my bone-in ribeye, I want all the meats inside and around the meat to be just so sexy. I want it to be so sexy that literally every bite is just so pure and tasty and just so good and juicy. Right, that's what you want. You want it to be like sexy time every time you bite onto that meat, right? But you have to do it room temp. If you don't do a room temp, shout out to Bobby, shout out to AM in the chat room. If you officially in the chat room, let me know you're in the chat room currently. Yes. Estrella Jalisco. Yes, Estrella Jalisco. One of the best Mexican beers out there. And I'm going to say this, I'm not even Mexican. But one of the only ways to drink this beer is you got to freeze it up. You got to get it really cold. If you don't get this son of a gun too cold, it's going to taste like a Mexican guy's head. And you don't want that sweaty head. You don't want that sweaty armpit. No. You want something crispy and nice. I'm going to say all the Mexican beers have a little bit of almost like a citrus crisp. Almost like a nice, beautiful crisp. But this one just stands out so much. I'm going to say there's a lot of beer reviewers that don't talk about this very often. There's also a lot of stogie reviewers that they honestly shouldn't be talking about whiskey. I'm gonna just say this: I have to rip that company. I mean, not that company, that channel. I believe it's let me know AM what the channel is. I think it's called Holtz. Man, what you doing, man? You can't be supporting bad whiskeys. If there's 500 people watching the stream and you're recommending bad whiskey and you're a big channel, majority percentage of 20% of people will buy the whiskey that you recommend. If it's a big channel, which the Stogie channel that I saw this morning, it's pretty big. They recommended one of the worst whiskeys to actually pair up with a stogie, but again, they don't know about whiskeys, and to call it number one, it's crazy. To call it whiskey, it literally is not even top 50, not even top 50. You're gonna call it number one? That's insane. Anyways, here we go. Check out all the videos. Drink us up. So on this stream, if we get the super chats, I'll pop this open. Now this is one of the preferable, maybe number. This is close to number one. This is close to number one when it comes to doing stogies and reviews on stogies. The amount of brown sugar on here is so phenomenal. It is so good. This would be a number one. Or Ribicu, you know what time it is? We're number one. This would be a number one, right? But you have to understand, every channel is trying to sell you something. We're not trying to sell nothing. Okay, you guys already bought. You got the memberships. You got the membership. You send the super chats, and you officially getting the best bang for your buck on this channel. And why do I say that? It's because there's a lot of people that don't even call this a bang for buck. There's a lot of people that don't like this. Why don't they like this? Well, they're trying to say, in the whiskey community, there's a lot of people that have opinions. Everybody has opinions. But the opinion, what matters is the opinion that somebody that doesn't give a damn. And I don't give a damn if I tell somebody that there's a bad whiskey. If there's a bad whiskey, I just don't show it on the stream. Point of the matter is, always focus on people that don't give a damn. They'll give you the straight, blunt answer. And this one, honestly, better than that Frank August. I don't give a damn what anybody says. If you're having a stogie, McKenna 10-year, or this one over here with the stogie, is absolutely phenomenal. And if you guys don't know what a stogie is, there's a stogie, okay? Not a stogie, have a little stogie, have a stogie with something, all right? How dare somebody put Frank August in number one? Anyways, if we get the super chance, I'll pop this open on the stream, all right? Anyways, cool. Whiskeys that I would prefer some of you to get. Here we go, just a lineup. These over here are bangers. You don't have to spend the money. You don't have to spend the money. You don't have to spend the crazy $90 for a crazy whiskey. These over here, I'll talk about them real quick. And these companies aren't telling me to talk about them. I'll talk about them real quick. Wild turkey. There's something about wild turkey that just knocks my wood. There's something about this Cooper's Craft that really knocks my ass. The point is, there's two different ones, and what's better? Well, it all depends on what state you're in. If you are in a state that, you know what, it's Sunday, you're taking out a stogie, you're smoking some stogies, and then all of a sudden, boom, you want to have a piece of meat, but you want something with just a little bit of honey. You want something a little bit of honey. You want something with a little bit of passion, an oak passion. You want something special. This would be it. Why is this special? Because it's a single barrel. And this is what I like to say for the people that don't know about single barrels. If you're buying a single barrel, and this goes for all of you, if you're buying a single barrel, it might not taste like mine, but you're actually rolling the dice. If you roll the dice enough, sometimes you'll get sevens, sometimes you get sixes, snake eyes, sometimes you'll get that four, right? The double deuces. The point of the matter is, Wild Turkey, Kentucky Spirit. I'm just going to say this for a lot of you. If you like stogies, if you like having a weekend fun, this is a good one, and it's low proof. But again, the reason why this one is better than this one, in a way, is because it's a single barrel. And that means if you want to be something unique, single barrels are always the way. If you ever find a whiskey that says single barrels, they're going to be just a little bit different than maybe the single barrel that I have. Now, what kind of difference? Well, sometimes the vanilla on this one could be more spiked up compared to your bottle. Your bottle might have more honey that's spiked up compared to this one, and then so-and-so. The point of the matter is, what I'm trying to say is, there's bigger channels that I've noticed, well, this morning, that shouldn't be talking about whiskey. There's just bigger channels that shouldn't be talking about whiskey, man. They shouldn't be talking about whiskey. If AM tells me the channel, I'll say it. I'll say it right here. I'll say it right here. If AM in the chat room tells me the channel, I'll say it right here. I think AM knows. AM 100% knows. And that's the rant, okay? That's the rant. I don't know if I want to rant too hard. I'm not here to smooch around. Anywho, if all of you can afford $30 or $35, it's honestly excellent. I think we're going to start with something that I like. Yesterday, I had the pleasure of having a great stogie yesterday. And the stogie I had yesterday was a stogie that I bought for about $25. It was $20. It was a beautiful stogie. You could go check it out. Chat room, you could go check it out. And in the chat room, somebody says, Cash, I see you, Cash too, get that money. Point of the matter is, Johnny Drum is officially one of my favorites to have. I like to have Johnny Drum because it just makes me feel like I'm having a stogie. Sometimes there's stogies out there that have leather notes. There's stogies out there that have nice sharp vanilla notes, and they're just purely beautiful. Somebody says in the chat room they're vegan. How dare you say you're vegan? Wait a minute. We got a vegan in the chat room. Oh, time out. No. Wait, time out. We gotta do this for the vegan in the chat room. Here we go. We got a over here. There you go. Thank you so much for the appreciation. Begums. T. Begums. Don't forget. T. Begums. That's what I'd say to all my girls. Hey, you better teabag them. You better teabag them. Beg on these teas. Anyways, here we go. Beautiful. There you go for the vegans out there. I think we have a vegan in the chat room. Thank you so much, Begans. And anyways, the point of the matter is, chuck eye in the top. Beautiful chuck eye in the top and rib eye in the bottom. Bone in rib eye. How beautiful that rib eye, right? Bone in rib eye. Shit, that rib eye is beautiful. All right, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this like this. Over here, Danny Hernandez. He's not related to Aaron Hernandez from the Patriots. Thank you so much, Danny Hernandez. I do read the chat room. It's just so hard to have a stream and be reading everybody's chat room. We have a total about, in this week, most of the time, it's about almost 150,000 people that watch us every single week. Sometimes we have 200,000 people watching us, but we have a lot of people watching us, millions of people per month, millions of people per month. So I'm going to say this: it's not easy. Okay, I try my best. I see you. I see you, who dat. Okay, who dat. We're going to do this over here. Shout out to all of you, and we're going to be doing some whiskey. Before we do the whiskey, I want to make some room there. Good. Bagans, thank you so much, Bagans. Appreciate the appreciation. Here we go. Let's pour it up. Johnny Drum. Johnny Drum. Yes, yes. Hey, you know what pisses me off about this whiskey? It's for all of you to know. What pisses me off about this whiskey in general is in Kentucky, you could go to Kentucky, and Kentucky is $36.99 or $34.99, $34, $36.99, under $50. Here in Florida, in Miami, this is going for insane price, right? Insane price is going for. I see for $80, $65, $50, and actually, I think there's another one about $55. This one goes for about that price. I'm going to say for all of you, you let me know, chat room, should we switch up to party mode? And I put my, the real shades. Should I put the real shades? It's freaking cold out here, man. Here we go for all of you. I'll drink up a little bit of this. Over here, Jake Ram. Thank you so much, Jake Ram. He says, Reaper, what's your favorite Johnny Walker? All the Johnny Walkers are trash. All of them straight dookie. But if there's one, I would say the blue. Blue would be my favorite. Johnny Walker Blue would be my favorite. I do say straight dookie. Big time dookie there with Johnny Walker. But if there's any one that I would drink, would be the blue. Blue is just such a famous Johnny Walker. It's like going into a museum and skipping all the paintings from all the brothers and just going straight to that one painting, Picasso. You know Picasso's ugly. All the Picasso paintings are ugly, but it's always good to see an ugly photo. Seeing an ugly photo, man, it's like seeing, like, for the first time in your life, it's like seeing, like, a dirty ass, I don't know, like seeing, like, New Year's, somebody putting a firework in their ass and they blow it up. And then you see some dirty ass. They post it up on Instagram that their ass got burnt up. Like, it's you don't see that often, you know what I mean? Would I go to a museum and see that? No, of course not. Hell no. But the point of the matter is, I don't want to see all the things. I want to go straight to that Picasso painting. I want to see how ugly that Picasso painting is. Why does everybody want this Picasso painting? It's because they're freaking butt ugly. Look at it. Butt ugly Picasso painting. Why they pay millions of dollars? Because nobody knows what Picasso was thinking when he made those paintings. They're so ugly. Anyways, I want to know. I want to know. I want to see it. 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 It's like going to a strip club. It's like going to a strip club. And all the girls are beautiful. Who cares about all the beautiful girls? Show me the girl that got the 3 titties. There's a girl on here that got 3 titties. Where she at? Wow, look at that. First time I've ever seen that. There you go. Look, her name is Brianna. 3 titties. That's crazy. How the hell? She wasn't born like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's sometimes, by the way, I haven't drank all day. I know some of you think so. I know some of you things that some of you out there think I drink from the morning to dawn. Got to be out of your mind. I do this for the show. I drink on the show and I give you good ratings on everything. Point of the matter is, Estrella Jalisco. Hit that like button. It's officially. Yes, yes. It is officially. What day is it? Tuesday. All right, it's time for me to put on that beer. Let's get that beer. Okay, this is frozen. Look, it's kind of frozen, but yesterday we officially, yesterday we officially reviewed him, and which one was better? Well, Australia was better, but that one honestly rips real good. Anyways, now that I say rips, let's drink this. Here's the first whiskey of the day. Over here, fucking 88. She says, my best friend, male, had four nipples, two regular and two below the regular ones. That's crazy. I've never heard of that, but I will definitely never go to a strip club looking for a male with four nipples. Hell nah. Here we go for all of you listeners out. And by the way, thank you so much, Num Num, for being here in the chat room. This is honestly, you know what? Something that's crazy about this, it has like a sherry. It has like a sherry kind of a nose. But when you drink it, it doesn't have a sherry nose at all. Nothing sherry on the palate when you drink this. And for some of you, what does it remind me of? What does this remind me of? This reminds me of the time that I had a horse. I had a horse so big that it could kick your ass. Yes, it could kick your ass probably like 15 yards. Just standing back of it for a little bit. Just standing back on my horse for a little bit. I don't even have to say a word. Just standing back on my horse for a little bit. He'll hit you with those back feet. Like if you was a football, you'd go flying. It kind of reminds me of that feeling of being around horses. It reminds me of almost like the beautiful spring, the beautiful flowers. Yes, in Miami we have huge trees, and most of the time those trees have a lot of pollen. It smells like a lot of pollen, a lot of hay, a lot of horses. And it just gives me just a different feeling. Like if I'm a cowboy, if I'm working for Yellowstone, it's really honestly impressive. But the one thing also on this one that I want to say is very unique. Let's drink it and try it out. It's 101 proof. 101 proof. You can't say anything bad about this. This is going to be great for a stogie. What kind of stogie to have with this? Habano, Connecticut. Don't have a Maduro stogie with this one. Don't have a special stogie with this one either. If you have a barber pool or one of those two-tone stogies, don't have it with this one. Don't have this with a dark stogie either. If you're doing your stogie, don't do it with marijuana. I'm going to say it around any of you. I don't recommend you to do that. Jake, thank you so much. Jake in the chat room. Yes, yes. He says, Reaper, have you seen the horse show? Horse shows to me, I think they're boring. I've been to a horse show when I was younger. Ah, man. I almost fell asleep at the horse show real bad. The rodeo is something. Okay, if you really want to go to a real horse show, let the horses run, but you get into that rodeo where the bulls are rolling. Now that is high intensity adrenaline, a ton of adrenaline. I'm going to say this: if there's ever a show, what would I rather watch? A horse show or a dog? AKC, man, I'm telling you, I'd rather watch a dog show. I'd rather watch a dog show. See who's going to be number one. Is it going to be that Schnauzer? Is it going to be that Pug? Is it going to be that Pomeranian? What is it going to be? It ain't going to be that Chihuahua. I don't think a Chihuahua has ever won a show, ever in its life. Ever in its life, I don't think, I don't think a Chihuahua has ever won a show. In the life of AKC, I don't even know if a Chihuahua even is considered AKC. Some of you don't know what AKC stands for. I think it stands for American Kennel Club of America. American Kennel Club of America is where all the dogs go to shows and to see what's the best breed of that one year. I believe last year was a Frenchie, right? A Frenchie. But a pug ain't gonna win. I think a pug won maybe years ago, 10 years ago. I think a Frenchie did win. Over here. Who that says? I think he means like the donkey show. Woo! What donkey show is a donkey show? I even know. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a slow day Tuesday. I do appreciate all of you that are here. If this gets very, very slow, I'm going to go straight to cooking. I hope you enjoy the stream. And for all of you, my energy's a little bit low. I do need your help in the chat room. If you have any topics that you want me to talk about, I am willing to talk about it. Yes, any topics that you want me to talk about, I will talk about it. Yes, 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 yes. Before anything, we're going to be popping this one also, Ichibang, Ichibang. And a lot of you watching to know what I'm doing and the seasoning I'm doing. You're going to see all that. Don't you worry. Somebody says, sorry about the hurricanes last night. Fernando Mendez says hello. Yeah. Thank you so much, Zach. I appreciate it. I slept so good last night. I lost money. I slept so good. I slept like a little baby. But I'm going to say yesterday's game, the reason why the Hurricanes, they should have won, but they didn't. The reason why the Hurricanes lost, Miami Hurricanes lost, is because of the special teams. That punt should have never happened. That punt should have been punted, and straight up, the score would have been 17-21. Hurricanes should have won the game, but we're not going to see Carson Beck anymore. Who's going to be the new quarterback for the U? I have no idea. Point of matter is, it was a really good game yesterday. Huge shout out to Indiana. I do know that I like to give my respects even if I'm a loser. And yesterday I was a loser on that game. For all of you watching, you guys already know. Cheers, all of you. There's another thing that made me feel good about it yesterday, too. Not make me feel good, but yesterday, and this is going to be a little bit sentimental for any of you. I was pissed yesterday. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, there was a college football game yesterday. Football game. Miami Hurricanes, that's my home team. I drive by the University of Miami literally almost every week. University of Miami is very close to me. I went to the school. Point of matter is, yesterday, Miami Hurricanes were playing against a team called Indiana. They were in the championship, and just to be simple, I had money on the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes were winning. They were doing good. The other team was doing good. But the one thing happened at the end, which was a big L, which a loss. When I saw the loss, I was a little bit pissed, but what made me feel better was the fact that the Indiana quarterback, yes, the Indiana quarterback, college team, he's native to Miami. He's a native of Miami. He was born in Miami. I don't like Columbus, so whoever goes to Columbus, you can suck it. But the point of the matter is, his mother had multiple sclerosis, and she went to every game of his. They went undefeated. And that was the most beautiful story I have ever heard. The fact his mother was there for him every single game, and his father never stood up, not even once, in any of the touchdowns that the kid made, because his mother, which was the father's wife, had multiple sclerosis. I thought that was insane. That was beautiful. And to me, all the anger just went away. It just went away. It almost was like nothing even happened yesterday. I went to sleep really, really happy, and I was happy for the winning team. Even though I was a loser yesterday on the game, sometimes you have to understand if you are ever in a point that you're always a winner. Okay, if you're ever in a point that always a winner, be the alpha. The alpha, yes, the omega, the one. He knows when it is time for him to just relax on the anger. And that game yesterday is going to be in my head forever. I had a ton of money on the game. The point of the matter is, you learn. Sometimes there's some positive things on the losses. Sometimes there's some positive things on the losses. You have to think of that. But I've always been a winner, so it does hurt a little bit, but it eased off just a little bit, knowing that was a good, precious moment. Anyways, for all of you, we're going to drink this up. Before we drink it up, we're going to We're gonna chug this. By the way, we're gonna be doing this meat, but it's still a little bit cold. Yes. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. Any of you in the chat room want to be a bigger man? To be a bigger man, you have to put your anger aside. I have big anger issues. I could flip all this. I could flip this pool table. I could literally go up against 6 dudes, maybe even 9 or 10. I know that all of you also have a little bit of anger in you. Remember, if you're a man watching, remember, men, gentlemen, you have testosterone for a reason. Use that testosterone for the right things. Don't use it on your balls like somebody in the fragrance community spraying and putting that ball cream in their ass. Here we go. Shout out to all of you, Estrella, Jalisco. Have you guys ever seen the fragrance community? Man, there's a bunch of softies. Anyways, here we go. Wild Turkey. In the chat room, I'm going to say hello to everybody that comes in here. I'm going to try my best to say hello to everybody. It's hard for me to do that. My wrenches are key. In the chat room, Ray, thank you so much, Ray. I know Ray, he does sushi. Tom Shady, thank you so much, Tom Shady, for being here. I know Tom Shady has sent super chats before. Thank you so much for being here. Also, I believe if I can see, I can't see too well. I'm albino. I'm albino. My eyes are red like Blade. You know, the black guy that plays Blade, like him. Shout outs to one of my favorite actors. He's one of my favorite actors too. What's his name? It's not Shannon Sharp for anybody who says in the channel. It ain't Shannon Sharp. Shout out to Who Dat. Who Dat Chamber says, Wild Turkey. Age how many years? All right, so for this one, it said, okay, it said that this one, okay, it's no official, but it said that Denzel Washington, no. Denzel Washington is not Blade. It's not Blade. Denzel Washington is not Blade. Denzel Washington is like, he's an amazing. You guys ever seen the movie American Gangster? God damn, I think that might have been the best movie he's ever made. Denzel Washington, what a goddamn alpha, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. So this, they say that it's minimum, about 7 years. About Wesley Snipes. Hey, go Wesley Snipes, thank you so much. Wesley Snipes, one of my favorite actors. Wesley Snipes, one of my favorite actors. Do you remember him in Domination, I think it's called? Or it's called, what was it? Not Domination. Dominion, I believe it was called. Wait a minute. Demolition. Woo! That movie was good. Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes. He wasn't in Wayne's World, I'll tell you that. He wasn't in that movie Wayne's World. You'll never see Wesley Snipes in Wayne's World. There's a thing between black men and white men. Sometimes they don't like working with each other. I don't understand it. It's like, man, I'm living here in America. I should be able to work with all type of men. Asian, Caucasian, black, African American, Haitian, Hispanic, Latinos. I should be able to work with Native American, all of them. I was born here, and I just enjoy the fact that we have all type of people here in America. There shouldn't be a thing. There shouldn't be a thing. There's always a little bit of hate between the cultures. It just doesn't make any sense. Never made sense to me. Anyways, for all of you, here we go. This goes out. Honestly, damn thing is goddamn good. And you could even put this one to be a number one. Like if you don't even know about any whiskeys, and you have a Stogie channel, like why put Frank August? Frank August? Frank August? How you gonna put Frank August number one? That's like putting Bullet number one. You can't put Bullet whiskey number one. You know why Bullet whiskey never is gonna be number one? I'm gonna just tell you this right now. Bullet whiskey. Yeah, maybe I should move this. Does it look better with the bone? Bullet Whiskey, just so you guys know, Bullet Whiskey is never going to be a number one whiskey. There's a reason why. And there's other companies also the reason why they're not going to be number one. First off, Bullet Whiskey, the whiskey you see that, what's his name? It's not Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone, he likes to advertise for Bullet. He likes to advertise for Bullet. Wesley Snipes would never advertise for Bullet Whiskey. Bullet Whiskey is never going to be a number one whiskey in the world because Bullet Whiskey, unlike Wild Turkey and some other companies out there that like to put special releases, Bullet Whiskey, they tend to their bartenders. They tend to the restaurants. Yes, Kevin. I see you, Kevin. I see you, Cheeks. I see you, Saint. Bullet Whiskey will never be a number one whiskey in the world. It will be probably a number one bar whiskey in the world. Yes, we could put that in that. But it'll never be a number one rated whiskey in the world to have. And the reason why is mainly that. The company they're not trying to be special. They're trying to make large amount of whiskeys for restaurants. The number one place in the world that literally buys from distilleries and it just literally pounds and pounds and pounds and pounds of gallons every single freaking week has to go to those whiskeys that are literally just easy going to mix up with cocktails. You could put it in food recipes. Bullet is really a bar whiskey. It makes a lot of money for the restaurants. Restaurants, for some of you to know, and I know many of you adults out here, shout out to all my adults out here. This is an adult show. Restaurants, they don't make money off the chefs making the meal. They don't make money off that. Unless you go to Salt Bay's restaurant and you get ripped off. Salt Bay should be out of business, but he's not. Point of the matter is, restaurants don't make money like they should with food. The main place in a restaurant that makes the most money and that makes the most revenue would be the bar. If there's ever a bar in a restaurant, I don't give a damn. It's a 5-star, whatever it is. Most high-end restaurants have bars. The wine is where they make the money. The money is from the wine and the cocktails and the booze. It's not the beer. It's not the beer. It's not the soda. It's not the steak. If you go to a restaurant, it's not the steak. No, it's not the steak. Unless you go to like a super, super special restaurant. Like that woman is like Chef Adrian's here. And I'm just going to give you, before I tell you the story, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Over here, Jake. Thank you so much, Jake, for adding a little appreciation to the stream. And I know it means a lot to all of you that other people actually help out, and I really appreciate it. Reaper, he goes, Reaper, who you got for the Super Bowl so I could bet opposite? I kind of feel like the Seattle Seahawks have a huge possibility in literally winning it. My predictions were horrible. I had my predictions to be on the final finale Super Bowl, Philadelphia Eagles and the Jaguars to play against each other and the Eagles to win. That is completely scratched off. So currently right now I'm going to say the Seahawks. Seahawks might be the only team that you don't expect it, but I think they're just going to make it happen. For all of you watching, thank you so much, Jake. Here we go, what's up? Guys, drink us up. Somebody in chat room said, Borracho, that's a guy in Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, his name is Borracho. Anyways, the point of the matter is, what was they talking about? Can you guys let me know? Want me to go back on topic or I change the topic? I can't believe I forgot. Point of the matter is, Wild Turkey is really good. Now, which one's going to be better, Johnny Drum or Wild Turkey? Well, this Wild Turkey just gives you honestly, it gives you the perfect taste of what Kentucky Straight Bourbon should be, a single barrel Kentucky Straight Bourbon. My personal opinion, and this is my personal opinion, I know you guys love my personal opinion. There's one that's called Rare Breed. There's one that's called Rare Breed. It is cheap. It is barrel proof. There's a lot of people that like it. They like it because the proofing is very high. I personally can't enjoy that one as much as I can this one. I can drink a lot of these. I could have like maybe four glasses, maybe a little more, right? I could drink a good amount of this. But when it comes to the Rare Breed, which is another bottle that looks exactly like this, I have it inside. I just don't want to drink it, man. Every time I drink that bottle, Rare Breed, barrel proof, I feel sick, man. I feel like if every time I drink that bottle of the Rare Breed, I feel like if somebody just gave me some lobster, I ate the lobster, and like 2 hours goes by, it's like, damn, was that lobster poison? Was that lobster poison? Like sometimes I feel with that whiskey. That's what I feel with that whiskey sometimes. And for all of you, here goes drinks up. We got to season this. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to season this. All right, shout out to all of you. We have to season this. Are we going to start seasoning it? Yes, yes. Let's start seasoning it. So how are we going to see? Are we going to season this halfway over here like this? I think so, right? It's getting cold out here. I think we're going to season it like this. What you think? Season it like this? I think so. For all of you watching, here we go. We're going to season it like this. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this sideways so you can see it. All right. I got my olive oil. My olive oil should be somewhere here. You joking? I didn't bring the olive oil. See ya. Could have sworn I brought the olive oil. I didn't bring the olive oil. I'm gonna bring the olive oil now. For all of you who have diamond in the floor. Thank you so much, diamond. Now, for some of you that are probably wondering, how many strippers watch this stream? Man, a bunch of strippers watch this stream. Bunch of strippers. A lot of strippers. Why do they watch this? I don't know, because they want a man that knows how to cook. That's why. They want a man that knows how to cook. That's why a bunch of strippers watch this stream. Unfortunately, you're never going to get one. All right, here we go. Shout out to all of you. Here we go. We're going to be putting. We have 151 votes in the chat room. It's starting to freeze out here, man. Straight up. This is so much better. Let's start getting our thong. And now we're going to do the beer. This is currently the beer of choice. It's getting it's freezing out here, man. Holy crap. Everything's pitch black over there. I don't even know if it's going to rain. It's pitch black over there. I don't even know what to say. I think it's going to rain. But here we go. This pop is open. Okay, for all of you, ladies and gentlemen, take a drink responsibly. We're 55 minutes in. Ichiban, Ichiban. That's good. Ichiban, Ichiban. That's good. That is good. That is insanely good. Wow. I think I'm gonna pour it in this. What do you think? You think I should pour in this? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Frozen, frozen. Should I put it in a frozen glass? It's freezing out here. Let me know, chat room. Should I put it in a frozen glass? Somebody says, Chug, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, whoever it is in the chat room. Here we go. We're going to say this. I'm going to say this. It's my birthday every day, all right? It's my birthday every day. I'll try to take it away. But anyways, frozen, frozen. Should we just put this on here? What you think? One of my moderators, let me know. Should I just drink it over here and promote this itchy bong? Because we're not here to promote. We're not here to promote. I'm here to help you out. And maybe that's what we're gonna do. Fuck it, 88 says yes. Poor. You know what? She says it. She's currently the queen on Super Chats this year, 2026. She's a Super Chat queen currently in 2026. Wow. Here we go. All right, for who that? Yes, it's Frosty. I put this in my freezer. Shout out to all of you. A huge appreciation to Funkit88, Raven, April, Forum Kitty, AM in this chat room, and also Jake. Jake, thank you so much, Jake. And for all of you that have sent a little appreciation, I appreciate it. For all of you watching, we're going to drink some other whiskeys here. Some other whiskeys that I have here in the lineup. I'm not going to open this till we get a big super chat. I'm just going to straight up say it. I'm not going to open that till we get a big super chat. And if we don't get a big super chat, well, it'll be another show. This will be one that I plan on opening up if we get a big super chat. This is Old Forester, 7 year. Yes. I'm going to say this. Yes. It is beautiful. In honor of who dat and all of you, here we go. That is good. Let's start doing this. Olive oil, a little bit of olive oil. What I'm also going to do is, let me put this mat under here. I got my Glock mat on here. Here we go. We're going to do this over here. Shout out to all of you. Just a little bit of olive oil. And this is what I'm using. I kind of want to give you guys my pro tip of getting good olive oil. I want to give you my pro tip, but I just don't know how to show you this. Because if I do it, then, well, let's start putting that olive oil on here. Beauty. All right, here we go. Shout out to all of you. There you go. Look at that olive oil. Damn. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the side. Look at that olive oil. You see how shiny it is? Shout out to all of you. Look how shiny it is. Do me a favor in the chat room. There's a poll. This is one of my favorite pieces of meat. So, what are my favorite pieces of meats? Okay, first off, chuck eye is one of my favorites. Hanger steak. Okay, hanger steak. Chuck eye. Ribeye, porterhouse, and then, as a matter of fact, wait a minute, time out. Wait, we got to redo that one. Whoa. We got to redo that one real quick. What's your favorite piece of meat? Let me just say this. Chuck eye, wait a minute. Vacío. Okay, here we go. Vacío, number one. Vacío, number one. Chucka, number two. Wait a minute, wait. Oh, it's so hard, man. It's like I have to have all the best pieces of meats. Now, Caltung would be number one, but it's not part of this. Let me rewind. There's so many good pieces. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do it right now for all of you. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. Say $50 super champ from who it is. Fucking idiot. You know what it is. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna pop it open. Let's pop it open. Let's give you the rating, and I'm gonna tell you which one's the best. Fuck it, idiot. Here we go for the old super champ. All right, let me tell you we're gonna pop open this bottle. Let's pop open this bottle. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're gonna pop open it open. And I'm gonna tell you the best pieces of meat that I love. For all of you, let's do this right. Let's do this right. Shout out to who that. So the first thing you want to do, old and new, pop it open, turn around, flip it around, make sure officially that you abuse your whiskey a little bit. Pop it, clamp it, make sure it's good, make sure it's clean, check it like you're a bouncer. And then now, yes, Old Fitz, 7-year, have a whole box of this one, but I don't remember how it tastes like. You gotta think who that on here. New York Strip is like last place, man. New York Strip is like last place. On the stream, we're at $60. We're $40 away from $100 on the stream. $40 away from $100 on the stream. And here we go. Let's pop it open. That was a hell of a pop, wasn't it? Real good pop. Real good. I can't wait for this. Honestly, I can't wait for this. So here we go. One of the best whiskeys to have. Huge shout out to who that. One of the best whiskeys to have with a stogie. You want to hear the gulp? Here we go. Woo! Yeah! Hang. That is a beauty, and I like the look at the cork knives using old school's cork. Even though I wish that they use a rubber. Here we go, who that? Here we go, who that? What is this? What stogie do I recommend you to get? Definitely, I don't recommend you get the Rocky Patel Emerald Green. I don't deny it. I don't recommend it. Maybe it's a hickory smoke that I remember. It was like a hickory smoke. Maybe that's why I don't like it. What stogie do I recommend you to have this with? Here we go. Ooh, Somebody said I spit out the Rocky Patel. Yes, of course. I almost threw it on the floor. Rocky Patel. You see me do the Rocky Patel Emerald Green. It was just it was such a bad stogie. Shout outs to who that for the old super chat. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Cheers to all of you. This is honestly, if there's anything out there that has brown sugar, more brown sugar than this, you can't find anything more than brown sugar. This is, I personally think, I've had so many whiskeys, thousands of whiskeys. This to me has the most amount, okay, has the most amount of brown sugar. If there was ever a whiskey out there, who that I would recommend, if there's two whiskeys out, well, there's three whiskeys, as a matter of fact, because we've been reviewing stogies. So if you're officially a stogie smoker, this is not on. But anyways, if there's any stogie out there that you have, and you want to have a good whiskey, over here, Old Fitz, okay, Old Fitz. I should like this. I should like this for the meantime. What, shouldn't I? Shouldn't I? Who that? I should just light this up. I should light this up. I hear. I hear light it up. I don't know how to light it on here, do I? I hear light it up. Let's light it up. Let's light it up. Here it. We're gonna lie. You want to cut the end? Cut the end? Let me tell you officially. I'm gonna lie to it one more time, but currently, who that? I'm gonna say, here we go. The amount of bliss, the amount of bliss Not Blitz, okay? Not Blitz like the Nintendo 64 game. The amount of bliss on here with this stogie, my own stogie has, for some of you to know the notes, my own stogie, this stogie, the one I was having earlier, this is my own stogie. I have a stogie line. My own stogie has strong amount of leather. There's a little bit of almond. It's a creamy almond, very creamy. A little bit of woody note, and at the end of the day, there's just a little bit of almost like a toasty little spice with a little bit of like a white pepper, right? Anyways, the mix on here, just in general, if you have a Habano, if you have a Connecticut, and you really want to have a great experience, shout out to who that. Just over here, he's using Kinders on the steak. Yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna do that right now. Who that? You let me know who that. Should I do it right now? Let me know. I'm enjoying this experience, and I want to make sure you guys enjoy it too. There's a lot of men out there that don't know about stogies. If you want to learn about stogies, in the morning I talk about stogies when I wake up, when I'm free. Tomorrow morning might be one of the days, right? Tomorrow morning might be one of the days. But I always say this. Morning streams with coffee. I do reviews on stogies. Check that out. I don't drink whiskey in the morning, but you can ask me anything. If you really want to ask me something, in the morning streams will be the only time for you to ask me something. Most of those morning streams, members are going to be really going to be the number one. So if you're a member, shout out to my members. Here we go. It's so perfect. This is why I bought a box of this. I bought a box of this, and I want to say this. I'm gonna have to say this, and I only say it if AM is here. All right, I only say it if AM is here. Over here, who that says, let's go on to the Grill Reaper. I should check the grill, right? What if it's off? Who that? Thank you so much for letting me know. Maybe my grill's off. It's cold out here. Let me check the grill real quick. The grill's looking divine. Grill's looking beautiful. We have 53 likes on the stream. Can I say it's a successful stream? Every stream is successful. Okay, we do 10 out of 10 streams. Not everybody could be watching on a Tuesday. One of the biggest streams that we've had was on the Thursday. 22,000 views in one stream. The week before that, 16,000 views on one stream. The week before that was I believe it was a Friday. And then we had a Taco Tuesday, which was last week. But today, I don't feel like doing tacos. I don't feel like doing tacos. Now, in honor of who that? In honor of who that, which better? What is better? Okay, I'm gonna do this for who that. Who that doesn't know what I'm about to do. So you're gonna see. Who that doesn't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna show her, and you get to pick. Who that you get to pick, okay, left or right. If who that doesn't say it, well, somebody else will, okay. If who that doesn't get to say it, somebody else will. Left or right, left or right. She says left. This is my left. Her right is my right. I mean, her right is my left, and my left is her right. So we're doing this in honor of who that. This is Booker's. This is a 2025 edition Booker's, and I'm gonna put it up against this. Old Fitzgerald. I don't think I've ever put it up against the Old Fitzgerald. Which one's better? We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I want to make sure that you know which is the better for your bang or buck. I know all of you can't afford a huge amount of whiskeys, and maybe have a wife that doesn't allow you. One of my friends, his wife doesn't allow him to buy any more whiskeys. That's embarrassing. And that's why he's not my friend anymore. I just don't. What's the point? What's the point? No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. If you're watching, I see you, man. Let me just say this. If any of your wives, okay, wives are amazing, girlfriends are amazing, great. If there's a woman that really just makes you touch your knees, like Simon says, touch your elbows, like Simon says, you're dating a Simon Says. You ain't dating a woman. You're dating a Simon Says. Gentlemen, be you. Be you, man. If you're dating or being with somebody, if you have a woman in your life and she tells you to touch your feet and you touch your feet, she tells you to touch your toes, touch your head, touch your elbows, you're dating a Simon Says, man. Don't be that guy. Anyways, here we go. And if you're saying in the chat room, I have no choice, sometimes it's better. Sometimes it's better to lock yourself into prison for maybe a year, make yourself feel good. That way you know what? I've been doing it wrong the whole time. This is a horrible, horrible idea. But maybe it'll help somebody out. Here we go. How do you go into prison for a whole year? I have no idea. Figure it out. Go look at Google. Here we go. Let's know this out. Okay, we gotta see this son of a bitch. Kinders. Let's see this son of a bitch. Oh shit, I forgot. It's brand new. Whoops. Completely forgot. Brand new. Brand spanking new Kinders. Hit that like button. Dude, how many of you out here? How many of you out here? When you get paid, you gotta give your woman money. Man, I met so many guys like that in the casinos. I don't know what kind of woman are they dating a woman or an ATM? What the hell are they dating? Who are they with? Are they with a machine? Ooh, that one hit my foot. Damn, that seasoning, I seasoned my foot. Dude, what are they dating? A machine? ATM machine, that's what you're dating. All right, for all of you, yes, bookers. Here we go. Is it good? Is it good with this? Let's see. This doesn't have tobacco. Just so you know, this Booker's doesn't have tobacco, so I'm going to add a little bit of tobacco on here. I'm going to add a little bit of almond, a little bit of leather on here with this stogie, a little bit of a white pepper. A little bit of creamy toast, a little bit of butterness, a little bit of butteriness. For all of you, yes, my stogies are beautiful. But this is one of my first batches. One of my first batches was from 2022, so here's a couple years. Shout out to Who Dat. Here we go. Let's drink this up. It's good. Only problem is that personally, I don't feel like it's better than the Old Fitzgerald. Shout out to Who Dat with the 50. I don't think it's better than Old Fitzgerald. Old Fitzgerald just has so much brown sugar, and it makes this experience like almost like with that one, it makes it feel like it's just so smooth. On this experience, it's like somebody just took me to the casino and says, "Hey man, you got an hour. Here's $20. What the hell are you gonna do with $20 at the casino, man? That's what it makes it feel like. This Booker's. What are you gonna do with $20 at the casino? Don't go to the casino with $20. Stay home. Stay home. Let's see. An age stogie. An age stogie. Let's see. Shout out to Who Dat. Oh, that is, wow. Let me see this again one more time. 63.25% ABV, 125.5 proof, age 7 years and 20 days. Oh, the cops. Oh! Here are the cops. They're looking to raid. They're looking to raid the stash house here in Miami. That's what they do. Who Dat? If you're still in the chat room, let me know. I want to give you a recommendation of a movie to watch. Also, who else did I give a recommendation? April Neal, yes? Oh, Lord. Farm Kitty, thank you so much, Farm Kitty. Last stream, Farm Kitty sent super chats. Okay, so for the three ladies, we have ladies in the law enforcement task force. Shout out to all the law enforcement task force. We have ladies in the law enforcement task force. Forget About Eyes. So for fucking 88, Farm Kitty, in April, I recommend you to go watch. It's on Netflix. It's a movie on Netflix called Rip. It's a movie on Netflix called Rip. It's a good movie. It kind of portrays a real story, but the real story, I'll tell you the real story. And I knew one of them. For any of you in the task force, look, what I'm about to say, don't take it too offensive. Oh, by the way, we're gonna have the other bookers. All right, we're gonna have the other bookers. Proofing on this one, 63.20% ABV, 126.4 proof, 7 years and 15 days. But this is honestly probably one of the best ones. This is Phantom Pops Batch. Okay, so there's a movie called Rip on Netflix. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Do me a favor, hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that like button if you haven't already. There's a movie called Rip. There's a movie called Rip on Netflix. Matt Damon is there. Ben Affleck is there, and some other actors. It's a true story inspired by, I think that happened in 2016, I believe. I think it was 2016, or it could have been 2015, maybe even earlier. It could have been 2012. The point of the matter is, I knew one of the guys. Let me tell you over here. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. Cheers, all of you. Now this might be better than this one. Anyways, that movie is inspired by a situation that happened here in Miami. There's a little area called Hialeah. A little area called Hialeah in South Florida. And in that movie, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon raid a stash house that has millions of dollars. But the millions of dollars that they're literally raiding, they got a crime stopper tip that was 150,000 or 300,000. I'm not going to tell you factually the whole movie, but that movie was inspired by the Cubans here in Miami. There's Cubans here in Miami that have weed grow houses. Yes, criminals. We have a lot of criminals here in Miami. They had weed grow houses here in Miami. And there was two guys that I would see often in the casino. That was part of that ring. He got a couple years. He got a couple years in prison. But I would see him all the time. The reason why I know is because a couple of my friends told me, dude, you know he got arrested? What? And it was inspired by that movie. In that movie, it shows there's literally a whole neighborhood of Hialeah that was literally bought out by the Cubans. They were doing stash houses, and those stash houses were in that block. They put about $20 million, $20 million. And in the movie on Netflix, they portray it to be Mexican cartels. It's not Mexican cartels. It was actually Cubans. Yes, it was Cubans. So for some of you, if you're watching the movie, you probably think it's going to be Mexican cartels. It wasn't Mexican cartels. It was actually Cubans. The real story goes like that. Real Cubans, and it's still going on now here in Miami. If you don't know, Miami is a city of dreams. It's a city of paradise, but there's a lot of crime here in Miami. You just don't see it. In that movie, it shows you detectives that are get, looking to catch their house, undercover agents. I have a couple friends who are a couple of detectives and undercover cops. Each one of them has a different week. But here in Miami, I'm gonna say this: here in Miami, it is a little bit dangerous, but you don't know about it, right? You don't know about it, and you're never gonna know. You shouldn't know. But that is a good movie. Go check it out on Netflix. It's called Rip. Rip. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. True story. True story. What's the best whiskey we've had on the stream so far? I think the best whiskey we had on the stream so far. This was shout out to who that. This was goddamn good. Second best. If I want to say, it's so hard to say, but the second best, personally to me, in my heart, I have other whiskeys to show. Johnny Drum. Damn, I love that Johnny Drum. Third would be Wild Turkey. Fourth, the Booker's 2025. This is what was this? Phantom Pipe Batch 2025. And if you're a whiskey enthusiast that are watching, some of the bourbon junkies that's watch me. The fat boy in bourbon junkies watches me, so I know he get hungry. He watches us. This is 2025-04. Look, man, dude, represent USA, man. Represent USA. I know he didn't like when people say that. Represent USA. I don't understand. If you're an American, this is what I don't get. If you're an American, be proud of your country. There's a lot of Americans that are not proud of their country. They don't want to put the flag up. I don't know why you don't want to put the flag up. My man, you are American. Represent our country, but you can't represent it because you're a fat boy over there, bourbon junkies. That's what it is. I think that's what it is. This one, honestly, best bang, one of the greatest bang for buck. God damn, it's a great bang for buck. Okay, we're gonna turn this around. Our barbecue's on. Here you go, Lamar. I see Lamar. So two of the guys that are in the casino, the two of the guys in the casino that were part of that ring, that Cuban ring, that had those $1 million, he got arrested. It was on the news. It was on the news. That's how some of my friends let me know. It's funny though. It's funny. It's like everybody knows he got arrested, right? And then boom, you're in the news. Over here, fuck it just gave out 10 memberships. First membership that she gave out, I'm gonna read it over here. Holy Lord. Holy Lord, 10 memberships. On the stream went $100. On the stream went $100. 10 memberships were given out. Shit. Holy crap. I hope she enjoys the movie. It's such a good movie. I would tell you to watch it. The beginning of the movie of Rip. It's called Rip on Netflix. It's so masculine, man. The women too. The women are cool, man. The women are cool. There's a black girl with curly hair. She's cool as hell. There's another one with a nose ring, cool as hell. I know she probably voted for Biden, but it don't matter. I don't give a damn if she voted for Biden. She's cool as hell. Got the nose ring. And what a movie. I'm gonna say this over here. What a movie! Good movie. April Neal says she saw the movie. Apparently, okay. Over here, Mr. Goddamn got a membership. Jado's got a membership. JK got a membership. Jumba got a membership. 18187 got a membership. Thank you so much for watching. Simba USA got a membership. Also, Plain got a membership. Boz 2.0 got a membership. Shout out to Boz 2.0. Lamar got a membership. Also, Huckabee got a membership. Damn, another $10. Ah, we're at $160 on the stream. $160 on the stream. Damn. For the people that have been watching, they got the memberships. So you can watch those private memberships, private videos, private short videos, and the private live streams. And over here, 10 other members went $160. Dirk Diggler, shout out to Dirk Lear. He's in the Watch community. Manny Fragrance got a membership. Smokey got a membership. Also, Pet Monkey got a membership. Jay got a membership. Dude got a membership. Payton got a membership. Payton. Over here, Felix got a membership. You guys are amazing. Also, another one over here. VSOP. Shout out to Hennessy got a membership. Over here, Pharrell got a membership. Hey, I'm that dude got a membership. Who that? You don't have no idea how thankful I am. She gave 20 memberships out. 20 memberships on the stream in honor of all of you. For all of you watching, we do members-only content in the morning. You can go rewatch this in the afternoon, in your lunch break. Most of your lunch breaks are about noon, 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. Morning streams when I do it, they go members only. Watch them. Enjoy. Be just enamored. And I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much, Houdan, for giving out 20 memberships on the stream. A huge appreciation. I know many of them are going to be so happy to get the membership. And when you have the membership, you get a little bit more praise. I see you more. And at the end of the day, don't forget to renew the membership. You guys are amazing. So, Houdan, we're going to start seasoning this. Yes, this is sad. On the stream, what's the best beer? What's the best beer on the stream? We're having this one, Ichiban. The best beer on the stream is Estrella Jalisco. This isn't too far away. Over here, who that? Who that says, I will tell you about one of the wildest nights of my life. I was working in security at Indiana Casino back home and ended up spending what you have to read the chat room for all of you. Ended up spending the evening with an Asian gang that ran meth. I didn't know. You can see the rest of her story in the chat room if you are here watching. She used to be a former security in the Las Vegas Strip. The Las Vegas Strip, if you don't know, there's a couple. I'm not going to talk about it, but there's a lot of crime. And for all of you watching, here we go. Let's start seasoning this. Ooh, that seasoning hit my foot. Kinders. Ichiban. Let's drink this Ichiban. By the way, I know many of you think that I get drunk. It's almost impossible for me to get drunk. I have to literally like drink so much whiskey. I have to drink a lot of whiskey. The only way that I get drunk, I'm gonna tell you this right now, and this goes for all of you. When you start learning how to drink, the one main thing you're gonna learn is when you start drinking, you have to eat good. If you don't eat good, if you eat like a skeleton, if you eat like a gym rat, that you only sucking up some water and dust, you're not gonna be able to hang with me. I literally don't get drunk. I never get drunk. If anything, I get a little bit tipsy so that it can allow me to take a shower, brush my teeth, spray a fragrance, put a deodorant, and go to sleep. If I need to go out, I'll be fine. But on this stream, if you see me drinking a lot of beers, I'm trying to go to sleep. I have an issue, and my issue is I got always money in my mind. I have things that I want to do on the year, on the week. I can't stop thinking. My brain just keeps on rolling. They say, yes, Albert Einstein once said, he said, a man that thinks too much, he's a genius. He doesn't know it. Also, there's a lot of people on here that don't know, but if you are one of these guys that doesn't stop thinking, or maybe one of these women that doesn't stop thinking, remember, maybe you're special. Maybe you're very, very smart. Maybe you don't know how smart you are, and you need to know how smart you are. If I want to tell you something, one of the things that just screams. Now, you're probably wondering, what the hell you sound like that? It's because wait a minute, time out. Let me get that elephant. Ah, damn, I gotta throw that in the bar. I'm gonna say this, it's so cold out here. The one thing that screams genius, shout out to who that. If you have insomnia, it doesn't mean personally. I don't think insomnia is a thing. I think it is that you're just so smart that you keep on thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. When I was a kid, every day I didn't think of money. I was thinking of inventions to make. I thought of when I was a kid. I thought of things that got invented already. One of the main things that I thought when I was a kid and thinking and thinking and thinking inventions was a solar powered battery. Back in the days, there was no solar powered battery. I was thinking about it, thinking. They made it. I also was thinking of what was I thinking of when I was a kid? They made it an electric vehicle. But when I was a kid, there was no electric vehicles, right? I was thinking of an electric vehicle. I was thinking of something that was powered by literally either electricity or the sun, and they made it. This is when I was a kid. There was so many inventions that I had as a kid. When I was a kid, it's going to be a personal thing. Shout out to Who Dat because she sent all the memberships and all the appreciation for all of you that have sent Jake sent appreciation. We're at $160 on the strip. In middle school, and this is for all of you, you all have to know where you came from. In middle school, I punched a kid in the face, but no palm. I punched a kid in the face. Why did I punch the kid in the face? Because he thought he was smarter than me. Anyways, I socked him in the face and he was crying and I got sent to the principal and I got indoor detention. All the black boys were around me like, why you punch that boy? I'm like, I punched that boy because that boy was stupid as hell. One of the girls next to me, I remember a long time ago, one of her songs, I go, I bet you don't know this song. It was in detention, indoor detention. I go, I give her my thing. I'm so I say, so I say, so I say, so I say, all them girls excited. Ooh, you know they like it. I'm so I say. Anyways, that was a song that I gave it to her. She goes, ooh. I was like, damn, she ready to suck it up. But I don't like black girls, honestly. I don't find them attractive. I feel like they're too dominant. They're not submissive. Point of matter, she goes, that's that Gucci Mane. That's that Gucci Mane. And then in that one class, shout out to all of you. The same class that I punched that freaking kid's mouth back in. He was the most popular kid in my class. I punched him in the face. He needed to be punched. Anyways, went back to class. I went back to class after the detention and we had a project. That project was make an invention, show it to the class. Make an invention, show it to the class. I'll never forget this. Do me a favor if you like the stream, hit the like button, hit the like button if you haven't already, hit the like button. Subscribe. I'm giving you a little personal thing. Yes, personal thing. Now, just because it is personal, you can't try to hack me and go, what's a personal thing? Oh, he went to school, he punched some kid in the face, and you get my password. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Relax. Sosa. Anyways, the point of the matter is, we're going to put another whiskey on here. By the way, April, let me know if I forget what I'm about to say. Shout out to Who Dat. Let's drink this up. What am I drinking? This is what I recommend. AM. If you haven't subscribed to AM's channel, subscribe. He's going to have good streams eventually. I will help him out to grow a little bit. But this is going to take some time. Point of the matter is, this is what I'm drinking over here. I'm going to move this. I'm going to move this just a little bit over here, and we're going to put a whiskey that I kind of want to drink on stream. I want to drink this whiskey. I don't support Redwood Empire completely. I'm going to straight up say it. I don't support Redwood Empire officially. They don't send me the big bucks to talk about this whiskey. You know who sends me the big bucks? You guys. Chat room, you send me the big bucks, right? Let me read a couple comments in the chat room. The password is high. Somebody says the password is high calorie woman. I think women that are too skinny, they're not attractive. To me personally, they're not attractive. I've been with skinny women. And the reason why I don't feel skinny women are attractive is because their asses stink. Sofia Vergara's ass stinks. Don't bend her over. Britney Spears, forget about that. That's a goddamn trash bag. Who else? Sofia Vergara. Who else? Some of you like some of these women that are super skinny. What are the women super skinny? I don't even know. There's a woman that Ben Affleck was with. I forgot her name. What the hell's her? What's her name? Well, J-Lo, goddamn J-Lo. Oof. Holy shit, J-Lo's ass probably smells like Chanel chicken. J-Lo's ass smells like Chanel's chicken. Now Chanel, the perfume, Chanel chicken and shit and tuna. It's like going to an Indian place. Nah, maybe I'm going too far. Let me know in the chat room. Paris Hilton, holy shit. Paris Hilton's ass? You know what it smells like? Paris Hilton's ass smells like rotten cheese. Holy shoot. Paris Hilton. By the way, shout out to the Hiltons, man. My grandfather helped them out to make some of the Hiltons in New York. So shout outs to the Hiltons. I don't want to talk bad about the Hiltons. Shout outs to the Hiltons. Shout outs to the Hiltons. Paris Hilton, cool girl, yes? Cool girl. Cool girl. But cool girl. My grandfather, what a great man. My grandfather, what a great man. What a great man, my grandfather. Look, don't make me cry, chat room. Don't make me cry. What a great man, my grandfather. My grandfather was such a great man. I had three grandfathers. And for all of you, hit that like button if you like the stream so far. Yes, yes. We're going to be drinking. We're going to be drinking this one. It looks like Sasquatch, doesn't it? Huge shout outs to Fuck It 88. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck It 88. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's get those likes up to 100. We got to get those likes up to 100. Let's get those likes up to 100. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Let's get those likes up to 100. If you liked what I'm showing, I only show the best. Hit the like button. Let's get those likes up to 100. My grandfather was such a good man. My grandfather was such a good man. I had three grandfathers. My own bloodline grandfather was a bad man. Was a bad that guy that was a bad man. I don't even want to tell you who it was, because if I tell you who it was, holy shit. The president of the country is going to try to track me down. Let's put this over here. 73 likes on the stream. What do I think of when I'm on a motorcycle? When I'm riding on a motorcycle, do you think I think of big booty Latinas? No. When I'm on a motorcycle, do you think I think of Do you think I think of my family? No. When I'm on a motorcycle, do you think I think of me on a yacht? No. I don't like yachts. Yachts are a waste of money. Yachts are a waste of money to tell the world that you really have it. I've been on more boat trips than half of you guys. I've told you my stories at the boats. I've caught about, I don't know how many sharks have I caught in my life. I've caught 3 sharks in my life. When I think it was, how old was I? I was a young kid. Maybe I was 10 years old. Maybe I was 12 years old. I can't tell you how old I was. I could have been freaking 9 years old. I caught a shark so big it was bigger than my body. Maybe this is why I don't like cruises, because I know what it is in the ocean. When I was like 14 years old, I caught a hammerhead shark. The hammerhead shark was bigger than my rod, and probably like 2 men that were all on the boat. I live in Miami. When I think I was, no doubt, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was 15, maybe 16. I was stupid enough, because you know how boys are. The boys are stupid. I was stupid. Me and my father and my family member. My family member had a boat. We were coming back to the shore. Dark night. Probably was 9 p.m., 10 p.m. God knows what time it was. We were coming back to the shore. It was in Key West. Key West. Shout out to all of you Cubans. Shout out to the Cubans out there. All the Cubans. They got a spot at Key West, right? I love Key West. Key West had a smell all the time. It was a salty, fishy smell all the time at Key West. It was just like it was squid, fish, snapper. You could smell in the air. And salty, ocean. You can smell. You don't smell perfume. You don't smell perfume. You don't smell city. You don't smell anything but that. Like cut up fish. You would smell that in the air. And we were coming back nighttime. I told you this story many times. If you haven't heard this story, you know what time it is. I was coming back. We're coming back, and obviously I was the young buck on the boat. There was no other young buck. It was me, my father, another guy that was a friend of my family member, and another guy. We had a lot of guys. I decided to throw the rock. Nobody knew that I do it. Nobody knew that I did it. As a matter of fact, I think my father probably knew. Maybe he didn't know. I threw bait on the water at nighttime. It was 10 p.m. We're coming back to the shore in Key West. Literally, you can't see anything. The only way to find out where you're going is on the. In the 90s, you had a map. You had a map, a GPS map. The captain, which is my family member, had the boat. He had the. So he knew where he had to go. I threw. It's honestly. I'm gonna be straight up for all of you. You guys don't know what it is to be in Key West. You don't know what it is to be on a boat at night. It's pitch black. It's like space. The ocean is like space. You see a little flicker, but that's about it. You see a little flicker of the ocean. That's about it. Okay. I threw. I threw my line. I threw my line out with a little of it was, I don't remember what it was. I can't tell you. It could have been octopus, raw octopus, or a fish. I think it was a big fish I put on. I threw it. I was like, I'm not gonna catch anything. I'm not gonna catch anything, but I just wanted to have fun. I was a kid. Could have been 14, could have been 15, could have been 12 years old. I don't remember. The point of the matter is all of a sudden, this rod, I think this rod is like $1,000. Ah, yank! The goddamn rod, yank, boom! And I'm like, shit. I opened the line. So it just rolls out. Right? I don't want to pump the line. Rolls out. But then I realized the line was a thick line that they put on there. It's like the line that they use on like Christmas. It was like a goddamn Christmas line cable. The damn line was thick as hell. Like I don't even think a human being could cut it. So all of a sudden, I'm just, ooh, I'm a kid. I'm like, ah. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying no, nothing to nobody. I'm really it. The boat is going. I'm really it. And all of a sudden, the whole crew goes, this is what they say. I'm gonna say right here, if you don't know what Spanish is, you don't know what Spanish is. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Shout out to Jason Kane. Jason Kane on the last stream, he sent $20 super chat. Jason Kane, I see you. Before I tell you what they said, here we go. They go. I'm really. I'll never forget this. There's some things, bad things in your life that you just never forget. But they're amazing. They're amazing. I hear, binga, binga, binga. El niño. Binga, 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 el niño. That's what I hear. Binga, 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 el niño. All right? Dude, I'm not Cuban. You know what? This is bringing me to tears, man. Shit is bringing me to tears. On the stream, 166 dollars on the stream. Joanne. Pinga, niño. Pinga, niño. Where the hell my matches go? Maybe I should light up something else. I don't want to light up some. This is the one that I had to. Pinga, niño. Do you want to hear the rest? Do you want to hear the rest of the story? Chat room, let me know. Do you want to hear the rest of the story? Let me know. Chat room, somebody says yes. Somebody says yes. Let me know. Do you want to hear the rest of the story? Who that says yes? You know, she's a shot caller. She's a shot caller on here. You know what a shot caller is? A shot caller is a dude and the biggest alpha in prison. That's what a shot caller is. Whenever you say that, know what you just said. Yes. Anyways, here we go. I'm gonna tell you who that says that. I'm gonna tell my father, man. You know what? I'm gonna invite my parents this weekend to eat at a restaurant. I don't usually do that. I never do that. I should do that more. I'm gonna invite my parents this weekend to a restaurant. I never do that. Why do I never do that? Because I'm a solo. I'm a solo wolf. I'm a solo wolf, man. I like to be left alone. My parents don't even know where I live. I like to be left alone. I'm a solo wolf. An alpha was always a solo wolf. When you win $1 million, if you ever win $1 million, never take your family. You're gonna be left. You're gonna be left with only 100,000. Point of the matter is, here we go. Let me tell you the rest. So the whole crew, pinga, el niño. I'm just holding the rod. I'm holding the rod. I know the rod is expensive because what's expensive is not the rod itself. Okay, the rod itself is not expensive. What costs money is the reel. Okay, the reel that goes on the rod is what costs money. The reel is like $2,000. $2,000. All right, $2,000. And I'm there, boom. Now, if you ever catch a fish, I'm going to tell you, if you're a man, women, ladies, don't look, let the men handle it. Ladies, I'm going to say this, ladies, you're delicate, you're beautiful, you're delicate, you're a butterfly. Ladies, all of you ladies, this is what I think of women. Of all the women, I think of them as either moths or butterflies or bees. That's what I think of them, delicate. I think women are delicate. I don't think any woman out there should be anything but delicate. I don't give a damn if you're 350 pounds, 300 pounds, 154 pounds, 112 pounds, 115 pounds, 184 pounds, 194. I don't give a damn if you're 140 pounds, 130. I don't give a damn. All women are delicate, right? Men are men. You don't go to the National Football League being a woman trying to be a quarterback. You don't play basketball in the NBA. Ladies, know your role. I just gonna say, know your role. Know your role. Sometimes men don't go to your women's Sephora's, right? Or your Ultras or your Barnes and Nobles. Men know their role. Anyways, the point of the matter is, what I'm saying is, all of a sudden, boom, going over here, pinga. My father goes, did you just really... Wait, he didn't say that. He said, my father screamed at me. He said, He said, what did he say? I'm trying to remember what he said. My father had said, what did he say on that? He said he said what did he say? I think he asked what bait that I threw. I think he asked what bait that I threw, and I don't remember what bait that I threw. I don't remember if it was a raw fish or if it was a fish or half a fish. I don't remember if it was squid, but I remember it was something thick. He asked because he wanted to know if it was a shark. And then the crew just, this is what the crew did. Like the captain, which is a family member, he let go of the boat. He let the boat just ride, and everybody's just. I'm holding it, and the way to hold a rod, if it's really, you put it between your legs. Put it between your legs. Okay, put it between your legs. Yes, when you're a little kid, you have small balls. When you're older, well, it hurts. You have big balls. Point of the matter is, I have it between my legs. That's the way, right? You put it between your legs. It's gonna go up your ass crack, and if it goes up your ass crack, you know it's a big fish. It's a big fish. It was a shark. My father goes, "Give me the rod." I didn't want to give him the rod. I wanted to be. I wanted to be that. I wanted to be that kid. I don't. I didn't want to. I didn't want to get. I didn't want to give him the rod, but I had to give him the rod. He goes, "Give me the rod right now." It was like there was like a 20-second, 20-second. What is it? 20-second thought process. I didn't even know if I wanted to give it to him. I honestly wanted to say nobody on here is touching this except me. I wanted to say that deep down. I was a kid. I wanted to say that because I was a wild buck. I was one of the best athletes here in South Florida. One of the top-rated athletes in South Florida. I just wanted to be that guy, that kid, that kid. And there's a certain point in your life that you have to understand when you're about to take the L. You have to. By the way, this Redwood Empire is really good. You have to know when you're. You have to know when you're about to take a loss. When you're about to take an L. When you're about to take an L, you have to know. In the 20 seconds that went by, I wasn't gonna give him. I didn't give him the rod. I said, if I give him the rod, I'm just gonna be an idiot. I'm gonna be screamed at the whole goddamn freaking boat ride back. If I give him the rod, I'm just. This is my process, thought process. I won't forget. If I give him the rod, that's it. I'm gonna be screamed at. I'm gonna be spanked. When I get back, my mother's gonna scream at me. You know how women are. Women don't stop yapping. My mother, the only thing I didn't like about mother is she yap, 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 yap. Oh my lord. I just want to drown myself in the goddamn tub. I'd rather get whooped than goddamn yapped. So the whole process, 20 seconds, all it took. I was like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna hold this? But wait a minute. I don't even know if this rod is my father's rod. I don't even know if this is my rod. I don't even know if it's my rod. I just remember grabbing a rod. I don't even know it's my rod. It's expensive, real, and the rod. That's what did it for me. It wasn't the fact that there was men in back of me, strong men in back of me, Cuban men that were literally ready to rip and jump in the goddamn ocean to save this whole situation. It wasn't that. It was literally the rod that was expensive. It was like a $4,000 or $2,000, $3,000 rod back in the '90s. That's a lot of money, man. That's like $10,000 back in the '90s. That's like $10,000 back in the '90s. I didn't give it to him. I remember. I don't remember. I don't think I gave it to him. I gave it to somebody else. I gave it to him for a second. I said, no, 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 no. I said, no, no, no. I gave it to somebody else. When I gave it to somebody else, I think that other guy, the Cuban other guy, he said, "This is your son." I don't even remember when I heard that. And then he gave it to my father. My father's holding the rod. This goddamn thing is so strong, it's pulling my father into the goddamn ocean. It's so, and we're not talking about great white. Great whites, Key West, you're never going to see a great white in Key West. Great white shark, you're never going to see a great white shark in Key West. There's a couple of sharks you're going to see. Tiger shark. Woo! Forget about the tiger shark. You're going to see tiger shark, black tip shark, hammerhead. And then what's the other shark? There's another shark, sand shark. And then there's another one. There's another one. I forget the other one. So the whole issue is hopefully you don't get the tiger shark and that. Because it's not going to be a great white, right? It's not going to be great. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's not going to be great white. You hope to God it's not a tiger shark. Mind you, the line is so thick. You could put on the end of that line. You could put Biden. You could put Trump. You could put Clintons, the whole Clinton line, the whole Clinton family. You could put Obamas. You could put them all on there to hold, and it's still they're not going to be able to pull it. Shout out to the USA. The fact is, they all started pulling. They all started pulling. They all started pulling. It was like a football team, and then they finally got the shark to come up. The shark was literally, no lie, is half. It's almost as big as the boat. Almost as big as the boat. Half of the boat. Half of the boat. Boat was huge. It was literally a huge shark. Huge shark. Huge shark. The biggest, literally, the biggest black tip shark you ever see in your life. It was like that thing was got to be 40 years old. That the biggest thing ever. It wasn't. I'm gonna say I could. This weekend, if I take out my parents, I'm gonna ask my father what it was. I know he's gonna say a black tip shark. Black tip sharks are skinny, but they're long, but they're thick when they're older. It was literally pulling. I remember they were putting it on the side of the boat because they didn't want it to die, because the hook literally was right on the cheek. And then somebody said cut the line, but you couldn't cut the line because we didn't have knives enough to cut the line. It was to the point that it was so dark. All the men were there, all the Cuban men. One Cuban man was with a cigar. A couple other Cuban men, they were just with their tank tops, and my father was there helping out. It was the most alpha thing possible. Look, there's no football team in the world that can do what I seen. They put the shark on the side of the boat. They grabbed the tail. Somebody grabbed the tail. It was huge. It was so thick. It was so thick. It was so big. And what they did was, one of the guys, he said, compadre. He said, compadre. Let's get this. He got a wrench. He literally got a wrench. There was a wrench in the boat. He got a wrench. The hook was like this. The hook was like this. He didn't like, but if you like the story, the hook was like this, but thick. The guy got the wrench. Literally, it was a goddamn wrench. He grabbed the damn wrench and he just put it in the damn shark's mouth. He said, you know what? If I get bit, I get bit. I get bit. This was before TikTok. This is before Facebook. This is before a MySpace. This was before eBay. He got the wrench. He pulled it out. And then the hook was off. And they all said, hook off. But they said it a different way. The three men that were holding the shark, they threw the shark. But before they threw the shark, they pulled it up a little bit. I'll never forget it. It had a flat front head, but it wasn't a hammerhead. Flat front head, it wasn't a hammerhead. All gray, big, almost like a bull shark. Bull sharks have stripes, almost like a bull shark. You could say it was a great white, but great whites have sharp front, right? It wasn't. It was a black tip, but it was the biggest black tip you ever see. They threw it away, and right when they threw it away, they were all laughing. Oh! They're all laughing. They're all high fiving, and they started calling me. They started calling me. They started calling me champion. They started calling me champion for the whole ride back. It was like 30 minutes back. We're almost to Cuba. We're almost to Cuba. It was literally almost to Cuba. Literally, we're so far away. We're 30 minutes away from Key West. They're all calling me champion, 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 numero uno, champion. They're all calling me this. They're all calling me things. At the end of the day, it was an experience for them, and it was an experience for me. I was the only, I think at that time in that year, I was probably the only kid at night they caught a shark. And I'll never forget it. For all of you watching, I'm lying. I'm lying. That was a fake story. That was a fake story. Don't believe it. It was a real story. That was a fake story. Don't believe it. This voice is fake too. I have a whole team. We have like 10 people out here helping me out with this whole stream. I have some lines out here. Warner Brothers are gonna put me in a new movie. Ladies and gentlemen, for all of you watching, I know this is a live stream, but this is everything I just said is real. I do know we have a lot of comments in the short videos, and I have a lot of comments in the videos that just think this is all fake, man. Dude, this is my life. My channel's my life. You enjoy my life by watching this, and I show you the best whiskeys and everything. The point of the matter is, I don't even want to cook this meat. I don't even want to cook this meat at this time. I just want to relax and just, now we're going to cook this meat. 160 lakhs. That would be great, but we have $160. What's better, the lakhs or the dollars? Huge shout out to who that? $162 on the stream. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed that story. Hope you enjoyed that story. Every time I give you more details. Redwood Empire. Let's drink this up. Maybe I shouldn't drink it up. Man. I won't forget that. Rest in peace to Mr. Polo. Rest in peace to Mr. Polo. I don't know if I officially got this. Hit the like button. I don't know if I officially got this habit. Because of seeing everybody smoking stogies. My father never smoked stogies. Here we go. I'm not the same as all my family. Most of my family doesn't do what I do. They never do what I do. But I kind of inspired my own family to do some things that, well, I'm a bad boy. In the chat room, here we go. Rest in peace, Apollo. Thank you so much. Whoever said that, man, I gotta give a shout out. Jeffrey, thank you so much. Rest in peace, Apollo. I remember when, for all of you, when I was younger, I remember I never had a mentor when I was younger. I was a mentor myself. I was the best athlete in my division. I was the best in South Florida. Nobody ever inspired me. But there was one man, Mr. Polo. I can tell you who it is. He would always come in with 2 cigars in his shirt. He would always come in with 2 stogies in his shirt. and he would always come with a 6 pack. It would either be four horses, cuatro caballos, or Beck's beer. If it's not Beck's beer, it was 4 horses, and it would have his stogies not with whiskey, with beer. He would get a massage from somebody. I'm not gonna tell you who it is. He would get a massage from somebody. He would take a shower and eat his meal. And I thought that was the most amazing thing. Shit, it's cold out here. Woo, it's cold. Okay, look. Somebody says cuatro caballos. Maybe cuatro caballos. Maybe. The rest of the stream, I don't think I'm gonna have some whiskey in honor of Polo. I'm gonna be drinking. I think I'm gonna be drinking beer. Let's drink beer for the rest of the stream. I'm gonna cook this up. This cookout is gonna be super super easy, soup and super fast. I drink the rest. This is the last whiskey I'm gonna drink. It is so good. I can hear somebody's family. It's good to have a big family. It's really good to have a big family. If you have a big family, enjoy your big family. Remember, it doesn't matter if you have drama. It doesn't matter if you're screaming at the table. If you have a big family, that's what matters. I love screaming at the goddamn New Year's table. I love to hear screaming at New Year's table, Thanksgiving table, or the Christmas table. That is the best family you can have. If they're screaming and having some drama, you got the best family, man. Imagine everybody's quiet, man. That's boring. Here we go. I'm going to take this all to the screen. For the rest of the stream, I'm just going to have beer. I'm not going to have any more whiskey. The best whiskey on the stream, I think I told you already, ranking wise. That Redwood Empire they just had, fantastic. But I am going to say, shout out to who that. If there's ever a whiskey on the stream that you want to have, get yourself this one. Hit that like button if you like the stream so far. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. People ask all the time, how do you get his attention? If you send a super chat, that's how you get my attention. If you send a super chat, that's how you get my attention. Sometimes I do look at the chat room like right now. Right now, I'm looking at the chat room. Truth, I see you. Tom Shady, I see you. ATL, I see you. In the chat room. Here we go. It's 8 o'clock. Wow. Why are people across the ocean making a big fuss? Is there something going on today? Is a big thing? It's Tuesday. Is there a big thing going on? I don't think so. We're going to go straight to the barbecue. I figured out that I don't need to show this meat anymore. I'm just going to go straight to the barbecue. So for all of you, we're going to go straight to the barbecue. I'm not even joking around. We're going to go straight to the barbecue. Let's get those likes up. if you haven't already. 332 votes. In the chat room, hit that like button if you like the stream. Subscribe. We need 20 more likes. 20 more likes. 20 more likes. God damn, this is goddamn good. 20 more likes. That's all we need. 20 more likes. 2020, 2020, yes. 20 more likes. It's straight Jalisco. Get yourself some of them. It's so nice, so good. I remember I reviewed Tecate one time in honor of Ira Soto. Just Ira Soto. I threw the damn beer. I threw the damn beer to the wall. That beer, god damn, it sucked big time. You know what? You know how bad it sucked? It sucked like the dirtiest porn star's asshole. It sucked so bad. Don't get Tecate. Tecate to me, from this point on, from the point that I've had Tecate beer, it's like Canelo Alvarez saying, "You smell that?" And I'm like, no. What the hell do I smelling? You smell that? Canelo Alvarez says, nope. What am I smelling? I farted. That's what it seems like when I'm drinking Tecate, red or blue. That's straight dookie beer. Get the best beer, and the best beer currently, it will go with one of the best beers is right here. Reaper Crew, I'm going to tell you this right now. For all of you watching, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? We're number one. Yes, yes. Man. I'm going to go straight to the barbecue. I'm going to end the poll real quick. Let me look at the poll. All right, in the poll, let's see how the poll is. Do you use salt on your meat? 69% said yes. 14% said no. 9% said only sea salt. 8% said only Himalayan salt. How many of you using Himalayan salt on your meat? If you're using Himalayan salt on your meat, I'm just gonna say this. If you're using Himalayan salt on your meat, you probably don't swallow. If you're using Himalayan salt on your meat, you're probably close to vegan as possible. Don't use Himalayan salt on your meat, okay? Please don't use Himalayan salt on your meat. It's like the worst thing you could use. Himalayan salt just because it's pink, just because you think it's like real deal. Himalayan salt is a gimmick. Himalayan salt is just salt, okay? The people that work at Bad Body Works use Himalayan salt in their goddamn bubble bath. How the hell are you going to put goddamn Himalayan salt on your goddamn meat? Don't use Himalayan salt. Let the vegans, let the liberals, let the skinny girls that want their asshole a little bit perked up. Let the men out there that are using the eyelash and makeup, let them use it. Okay, don't use Himalayan salt on your meat. Okay, I'm just gonna say it right now. Please, don't use Himalayan salt on your goddamn meat. It's embarrassing. It's a goddamn embarrassing. That's like Donald Trump. That's like seeing Donald Trump, like a video of Donald Trump. That's like seeing a video of Donald Trump, like taking a dump in the bathroom. You can hear him, like, oh, you can hear him. Honestly, that's like. By the way, this is our ribeye. That's literally like hearing Donald Trump taking a dump. It's like hearing Donald Trump taking a dump in the goddamn stall and somebody recorded it because it's Donald Trump. Look, man, Secret Service is gonna be there. The Secret Service is there to collect his dump. Our president of the United States, you can't flush that dump. The Secret Service got to clean it up. They got to collect that dump. They're scared that another country is gonna clone Donald Trump. Don't feel special. That's for every president of the United States. That's every president of the United States. Are you guys ready for me to cook? I can't wait. All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna go blind. We're gonna go blind. Here we go. Let's go. Shout out to the Florida Panthers. Shout out to our goalie Bobrowski. You guys ready? You can't see me, but we're gonna go. We're gonna go completely rogue. Here we go. We're gonna go completely rogue. Hit the like button. Let's start doing this. Completely rogue. Hey, chat room, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Chat room, let me know. I'm walking away from the barbecue. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Chat room, let me know. Where's my wrenches at? Thank you so much. Just walked away. Perfect. So we have this going. And I'm not even going to take any more time out of this. I'm going to put this on here. You guys can see it? Chuck out. But we have to do something special, right? Of course. I got to give you a special view. We're going to put the special view here. Don't worry. This meat is not supposed to be here. I just threw it. So we're going to put this meat in the back. I can tell that is good here. We're going to move some of this charcoal. There we go. I could tell that some of this is looking good. That's good. Just going to put this over here. Okay, so we have chuka. I don't want to put this too close. Let me know, is this a good view? By the way, there's a little bit of sand in the bottom. That is the charcoal left over. Charcoal, yes. We're going to put this over here. Good. It looks good. Ribeye chuka. Huge shout out to who that on the stream. Hit that like button. We're at 86 likes. Some of the heat, you see some of the heat? Good. Which starts seeing a buildup of heat. We might freeze, but it's okay. The camera can't get a lot of heat. How do I fix the camera? I could. How do I fix it? We could do that. Here we go. So far looking good. Let me make sure. Ooh, we're getting a little bit hot. Let's back up with one time. We're getting a little bit hot. All right, I think I fixed it. There we go. Now I can get a little bit closer. Oof. Ribeye, ribeye, chugga, chugga. You see how the heat is building up? All right, you can tell the heat is building up in the back. Work on the back where the heat is. You lock in the flavors. That's the main thing. You can also start putting this charcoal right under here. Remember, charcoal is, don't be scared of charcoal. Okay, use it. Allow this to cook up your meat quicker. It's gonna cook it up nice and nice. It's gonna cook it up nice and nice. Yes, yes. Ribeye, ribeye. We're gonna show you the ribeye. I'm gonna flip this up. There you go. It's starting to heat up. Starting to heat up. Here we go. I'll put an extra light on here. Here we go. We're gonna start flipping this, and for all of you, here we go. The more we flip this, we're gonna flip this maybe 2 more times. I want to make sure that this officially gets nice and cooked up. It's very hot out here, by the way. There we go. I'm gonna put this over here in the back. I'm gonna put this over here. This is where the heat is at. That's where the heat is at. I'm gonna get a little bit closer for all of you. One time. There you go. Look at the flames. By the way, the vent in the bottom is. I need to close it up. Vent to the bottom. Need to close it up. Do me a favor, chat room. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those likes up. You're seeing me do this. Ribeye. I want to teach all of you how to cook this. Now I want to burn some of this. I want to burn some of the fat. Burn some of the fat. The only way to do it right is burn some of the fat. Yes, there's going to be some flames. No problem. Here we go. We're going to turn it. Cheers, all of you. That's where the bone's at. It's good. Keep it on the same side on this chuck eye. Ooh, you see? Keep it on the same side with this chuck eye. The bone? Ooh, look at the bone. Good. Keep it on the same side with this ribeye. I want to put this where the flame's at. Is where the charcoal flame is going. Shout out to all of you. It looks good. Yes, it looks good. You can see it. You can see it. Now, how do you tune down the flames? If any of you have any issues. To tune down the flames, just close it. Okay. That's all you had to do. Close up the grill. If you have any issues with the flame, by the way, hit the like button. Wait a minute. Let's get those likes. 8 more likes away from 100. 8 more likes away from 100. Shout out to April in the chat room. 8 more likes away from 100. I'm going to open this up just a little bit. No, I'm just joking. I'm going to close it. 8 more likes. There you go. Somebody else hit the like button. Thank you so much. I wanna chart this up. How much char are we gonna put? We're gonna put enough. We're gonna put enough. Here we go. Hit the like button. There you go. Somebody else hit the like button. Here we go. It's finally time for me to flip this. Finally time to flip it. I'm gonna flip this. Oh. Ooh. That ribeye. I didn't show you the ribeye, did I? That was a horrible. Here we go. One time. Beauty. Do me a favor for all of you hitting the like, whatever you haven't already. We got 7 more. We need 7 more likes. 7 more likes. 7 more likes to 100. 7 more likes to 100. All right, we're gonna flip this. I'm gonna flip this. Don't leave it on there too long. Woo! He done like, there you go. 6 more likes away from 100. 6 more likes away from 100. Damn, this thing is firing up real good. 6 more likes away from 100. There you go. Hit the like button. There you go. It's nice. Okay, this is enough. This is enough. I've done enough. I've done enough. I'm gonna put it over here. I've done enough on that one. I've done enough on this too. I don't want to overdo the. Ooh. I don't want to overdo the. I don't want to overdo it. So I'm gonna put what I'm gonna put. I'm gonna put the bone where the flame is. I'll put this over here. There we go. 5 more likes. 5 more likes away. Buzz, buzz, buzz. I see you, boss. Member. I know. Boss, there we go. Can you like see? Here we go. Drink some. If you go to your butcher, here we go, boss. My favorite piece of meat. Ooh, look at that. Chuck eye. Ask your butcher for chuck eye. Chuck eye. Ribeye on the bone. Why do you And for all of you watching, it's time for me to end the stream. Shout out to all of you. Huge shout outs to us. Huge shout outs to the USA. Huge shout outs to the USA, U.S. Marines, U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and the U.S. Space Force. Shout out to all of you. You guys are amazing. I see you. You guys are awesome. It's time for me to sign out. We will officially sign out. I'll see you soon. Big shout outs to Who Dat on the stream. Huge shout outs to Who Dat on the stream. Shout outs to Who Dat. I'll see you soon. Super chant, super chant. Scratch. It says, take my money. I see you, Scratch. It's time for me to end the stream. You guys are amazing. For all of you watching. Hit that like button if you haven't. Subscribe. I'll see you all soon. Reaper officially signing out. Shoo! $20 super chat. Huge shout out to Edgar Romeo. Shout out to Edgar Romeo. I don't know if you guys can hear the fan. We have a fan on here because I'm making amazing meat. Shout out to Edgar Romeo. Shout out to him. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. Can you guys hear me? He shout out to Edgar Romeo. Shout out to Jason Kane. But shout out to Edgar Romeo. Shout out to Who Dat. Shout out to Who Dat. Shout out to Who Dat. $200 super 200 on the stream. Edgar Romeo. Shout out to Edgar Romeo. $20 super chat. Let's close this out. For all of you watch, you guys can hear me better. Yes, yes. All of you watching, yes. Shout out to Edgar. Shout out to all of you that super chatted. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's as beautiful can be. You guys are awesome. Thank you for tuning in. Damn. Edgar. Shout out to ball. Damn, it's leaking. Shout out to Who Dat. For all my members, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Shout out to my members, new members that have officially got the membership. You guys are awesome. Eddie Romeo, thank you so much for adding to the stream at the end. Thank you so much, Scratch and Sniff. On the stream, we are officially at $200 and some dollars. You guys are amazing. Cheers. One more sip. And there we go. I'll see you soon. Hell of a stream. Hit the like button. You guys are amazing. April, I'll see you. I see you, Ed Kerr. Here we go. I'm going to end the stream. Huge shout outs to Who Dat. You guys are awesome. Reaper officially signing out. Close the top vent, close the bottom vent. That's how you know how to turn off your charcoal grill. Time for me to sign out. Jason K and I see you. You guys are awesome. I'll see you soon. Huge shout outs to April, Neil, R. Soto, Farm Kitty, AM. Shout outs to my Rangers, Edgar Romeo. Fuck it, 88. Manny, I see you, man. For all of you, we're gonna end the stream. Hit the like button. Tomorrow we're gonna stream again. Am I gonna eat sushi tomorrow? Maybe. April, Neil, I'll see you. Let's end the stream. You guys awesome? Time for me to sign out. Thank you, Ranches. Farm Kitty, I see you. I'll see you soon. Reaper officially signing out. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number one. Hit the like button. Subscribe. And get the best whiskey. The best whiskey is the whiskey's on the stream. I'll see you soon. Reaper signing out.